Okay, so for this eye look today, we are going to use the Chanel Holiday Collection eyeshadow quad. It is number 342, Lumiere Opulence. Okay, so I've got these four colors here, and I think for me, I'm actually going to start off with this kind of this golden khaki color, and I'm going to put that in the crease and a little bit here in the outer V. So to get started, I'm going to use the Sonia G Crease 1 brush. All right, and these are pretty pigmented. I barely touched it. I got a ton of color, so I'm just gonna knock a little bit of that off. And I'm gonna start in the outer V part. And I work my way in. And then I'm just gonna blend that into my crease. And maybe I knocked off a little bit too much. Let's get a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so I've got that down. Just wanted to add a tiny bit of light dimension there. I am going for more of a neutral, everyday look. So I think, honestly, one of my favorite colors, I have brown eyes. I love wearing green eyeshadows. I do have a little bit of gold flecks in my eye that it's pretty hard to see, in my opinion. So I like to emphasize that with the green. So we're going to go in next with this khaki color, and this is the Sonia G Worker Pro brush. And I'm going to put that down all on the, whoa, that's way more pigmented than I expected. Well, let's go with that. We'll actually just kind of cover the lid there. So I didn't really do anything to the inner corner portion, like the very innermost corner. And I didn't spread too much on the outside. I am going to go in there with the burgundy brown color. And you can see I've been working this shadow a lot, and there is no fallout underneath my eyes at all. I really like this color. Actually, out of the Chanel quads, I have a few of them. Some of them are older, and I do have one of the ones that was, I think it was possibly a holiday collection, but it was a limited edition that came out probably 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember what it's called, like Empreinte du Desert or Desert, something like that. But it was another one with a green color in there, and that is actually my favorite, most used eyeshadow palette or quad from any brand. And this might become a new favorite. I really, really like this. So this is a nice khaki green with a little bit of gold, and it's a shimmery satin look. So I really, really enjoy this. I think I'm going to go in now with the burgundy brown. I'm going to do the outer corner and a little bit along the lash line. So let me find smaller brush. We're going to go in actually with the Sonia G Pencil Pro. Again, these shadows here are very, very pigmented. This quad, the shadows are way more pigmented and softer than the grander color from the Ombre Premier. The purple brown was very creamy and easy to pick up as well, like these, but the grander was really a lot more challenging. Just gonna do a little bit here on the outer V. And just bring that along the lash line as well. Okay, I like that. And then I'm gonna go back in with the crease one that I used for the golden color along the crease. I'm just gonna kind of blend everything together here. I'm not adding any shadow. I'm just kind of diffusing the edges. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with the champagne color in the inner corner of my eyes. And I'm also gonna bring that down to the inner third of my lash line. So I'm gonna use the Smudger 2 brush from Sonia G. And I'm getting a little bit on the flat part for the inner corner here. And remember, I didn't really put anything on the inner corner of the lid either, so I'm actually going to bring a little bit in there first and then bring that down, and then I'm going to get some on the tip to do the lower lash line. Okay. Okay, so guys, and this is the Khaki Intense eyeliner. I'm going to line the upper and lower lash line with these. For the lower lash line, I'm only going to go in about, maybe about 2/3 of the way in. And then I am going to go over that with a little bit of the purple brown shadow. All right, so these eyeliners from Chanel, I think they are very smooth. I never really experienced any tugging. I have sensitive eyes, so unfortunately there are some brands that are just too heavily scented, or they have some ingredient that makes my eyes kind of water throughout the day. This does not do that, so I really like these, and I love the Khaki Intense. I think it's a great color for a daytime look. It's not too heavy, and it is definitely one of my favorites. Actually, this shade of eyeliner is something that I use frequently from other brands as well. I recently purchased one from Chantecaille in the color, I believe it's called Olive. And it's very similar, slightly lighter to this with a little bit more gold color in there. And I enjoy that a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to go in just with a little bit of the, actually let's go back in with the Pencil Pro brush that I used before. And we're just going to add a little bit of shadow to the tip. And I'm just going to bring a little bit of that down here. All right. So now I've got both the champagne color and the brown color here. I'm going to take a clean pencil brush. This is the pencil one from Sonia G, and I'm just going to kind of blend these a little bit together. Diffuse these edges. Okay, so I'm going to finish this up by adding some mascara, and I'll use the Le Volume de Chanel. And then when I come back, we will test out the lipsticks and the lip glosses. And thank you. Okay, so I am back now, and we're going to start off with the lipsticks, and then we'll move on to the lip glosses. In between each of the products, I will try and get my lips as clean as possible. I'm going to be using the Bioderma Sensibio Micellar Water. And this does a great job of removing makeup and actually the lip products as well. So I'll cleanse my lips in between with that so they'll look as true to color as possible. We're going to also start going lightest to darkest. Okay, and this is number 807, Rouge Delicieux. And you can see that it's nice medium toned rose color, and it's quite pigmented. It's very creamy on the lips, and I have worn this before. I wore this in the other Chanel video that I put up yesterday, and you can see that the color will set down and it will remain on for quite a while. Okay, I'll be right back and we'll test out the next one. Okay, and this is number 817, Rouge Splendide. And you can see this is the one that looks more like a strawberry pink. I think it's a perfect color for summer or perhaps even certain holiday makeup. But this color is also a little bit on the lighter side. It is pigmented, it's creamy, but it is a little bit of a brighter pop of pink than the Rouge Delicieux. Okay, and I am back with number 847, Rouge Majesteux. And this is one of their reds. And this one is a very berry red. And when this sets down and the top moisturizing layer kind of wears off for the day, then it really looks a lot like a nice pink berry stain. I think it looks a lot like crushed raspberries. It's got definitely a pink undertone to it, and it would look great with cool skin tones. So might be a little bit too pink for people who have super warm skin, but I think for the most part, it's a great way to introduce a cool color this fall or winter. Okay, and I am back with number 857, Rouge Noble. This is the deepest lip color that they put out with the holiday collection. This is a very vampy red. So this one is definitely more burgundy than the Majesteux. It's more of a neutral red. It is still cool toned, but it leans more neutral than the previous color. And I think this one would work great on basically neutral, warm, fair, cool skin tones. So I think this one is much more universal if you are interested in the dark vampy look, which seems to be really in for this fall winter season. I really like this one a lot, and this is definitely one of my favorites in the collection. Probably this and the Rouge Delicieux are my two favorite lipsticks. And let's try on the glosses. I'm going to take the lipsticks off completely. We're not going to put the glosses on top of anything. They are very pigmented glosses, so I think they do well being worn on their own. Obviously, they look great over something as well, but you aren't really going to see the lipstick shining through these glosses because they are fairly pigmented. Okay, let me take this off and I will be right back. Thank you. Okay, I am back with the lip gloss in 824, Rouge Carmin. And this is just one thin application. So it is very full-bodied and very pigmented. This is like a Christmas red. I love this color. Actually, I really love both of the glosses. I think they are a good investment if you are interested in a red lip. And they're a little bit easier than the lipsticks for application. The wand is a typical doe foot applicator. It's very easy to use, and I'm not very skilled at applying red lips and getting, the edges to be perfect. But I find it's a little bit easier with these glosses than it is with the lipsticks. And I really, really love both of these. They're moisturizing. They are creamy. They're not sticky. I really don't like those really tacky lip glosses. They just always make me feel like I've got a little bit of glue mixed into my lip products, and I don't like that feeling. So these definitely have some slip to them, but they stay on fairly well, about as long as you would expect a gloss to stick on. And, you know, not too much of a scent or anything. So these are definitely some of my favorite glosses, and I really love both of these two new colors. I'll be right back with the last gloss. Okay, and I am back with the last one, which is number 826, and this is Rouge Grenat. And this is definitely more pink toned than the last one. The Carmin was more of a neutral red, it looked like a typical Christmas red to me, whereas this is a deeper berry color. So it's actually, I would say, more berry than true red. And it's definitely, you can see a lot of the pink shining through. There's a distinct pink undertone with this. And I love this color. So I am very partial to berry colored lips, and this one is definitely one of my favorites. So I loved all of these products. My favorite products from the entire collection, I really loved the highlighter, the eyeshadow quad, and I had to pick out of the lip products. I actually think I like the glosses better than the lipsticks, but I did really enjoy all the lipsticks as well. The Ombre Premiers, I liked them. I'm definitely going to be using them, but they are not my favorite part of the collection. So although I really enjoyed them, I think the eyeshadow quad is a better investment. The texture of those they're all very nice and kind of a nice creamy feeling. And I felt like the quad pigmentation was just a little bit smoother of an application. So, and of course I really like the eyeliner too, but again, I believe that's part of the regular collection. So if I had to pick the very number one thing from this collection, it would be the highlighter, followed by the eyeshadow quad. And then after that would be these two glosses. And for me, I don't wear true reds that often. So this number 826 Rouge Grenat is my number one favorite lip product from the holiday collection. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you are interested in seeing more like this. I have many more new products that I can't wait to test out and share with you. So I hope to see you again soon, and again, thank you so much for watching.